Okay, all right. We're here with Primoz Lazar. Is it Lazar? Lazar? How do I pronounce it? Primoz,
Yeah,
introduce yourself, man.
yeah, it's all good, man. It's Primoz Lazar, which you pronounced properly. Yeah. So currently, I'm in Europe, in Slovenia. I'm a networker actually because I'm launching a premium life community, which is a networking community of people. It's also based on MLM. So that's the project that I'm working on. I'm 26 years old, so I'm passionate about things that I'm doing, and I'm trying to grow my lifestyle to the next level. Yeah.
I like
So.
it, man. Yeah, I love you know me. I love networking, dude. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome, man. It's
So
good.
what's
Yeah.
you're just launching this thing right now, right? So you don't have any kind of revenue coming in, or is it? Are you in a startup phase right now?
Yeah, it's a. So look, no, there is no revenue, but I started developing this business model 1 year and a half ago. Okay, and but it was not easy because it's not easy to launch MLM company. Okay, especially if you don't have any budget, you don't know where to start. So I created everything from scratch. I developed the software in some way and stuff like that. And yeah, it was not easy journey to come to where I'm right now. So it's going pretty good, but now I'm in the stage to getting my first few most important members in, so we together can, bring this vision to life, and impact many other people. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So what brought you? So we met at the 10X conference, right? Like what brought you? What brought you to the 10X conference? What were you looking for there?
So 3 or 4 months ago, maybe more, 6 months ago, I actually decided I want to go to US. All right, and that was kind of an opportunity for me because I followed Grant Cardone for a long time, for 1 year or even more, and I wanted to go to this conference. So I just decided, look, I'm going to purchase the ticket, and I'm going to go there. So it all happened. I left completely Australia behind. I just went to US for the first time. I came to this growth conference, and it was a completely new experience for me because it was my dream to go to US. Because for us who are outside of this kind of popular country as US is, we want to explore, we want to see new opportunities, we want to, approach to a bigger population of people. So that was my dream. I really wanted to see US, from first perspective. Yeah.
Cool. So you wanted to see the U.S. and then out of the actual conference itself, is there anything that you were, is there any specific value you were trying to extract, or it was just an excuse to kind of come to the U.S. and meet a couple of people?
I mean, at the end, there was something that I was looking for, So I was looking to make few connections there, I was also looking for a breakthrough, because I was actually stuck for a long time there in Australia. I was stuck because I couldn't bring my project to life. It's just kind of, it wasn't ready. It's just kind of couldn't find the right product, find the right people. So yeah, that's why I needed to go for a breakthrough.
Cool. So what kind of people did you meet? Is there anybody that kind of helped you in that breakthrough? Did you feel pretty good about
Yeah,
it?
man. Look, man, I made like more than 30 connections, because I connected to people, I asked them to stay in touch with me through Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Okay, so I just added them to social media. So I got all of their contacts right now, and I can, build from there with them. So that's how I did it. I didn't give them the business card or whatever, but I just logged them into my social media network, and I can follow them up right now and just brainstorm more and, go from there. Yeah. So that's how I did it. Yeah, I achieved that breakthrough because the what is it, the product that I have for my company right now, it was actually approved there because I introduced it to few people, and they said, yeah, look, we entrepreneurs, we really need somebody to hold us accountable, somebody to work with. We should align ourselves with like-minded people. We really need that. Okay, so that's my product all about. And yeah, few people said this to me, that it's important to have accountability beside of, on their side, if you're an entrepreneur. Yeah, so it was a great stepping stone for me.
Very cool. Very cool. So what kind of people were these? Were these business owners? Were they salespeople? What kind of You know, what?
So yeah, they are entrepreneurs. They are more advanced, all right. They are not general admission, all right. So they are um, either they could be on executive place or VIP. I couldn't reach down further because I'm not there yet, all right. But I liked to network with VIP people because they are more experienced, they are more fast paced, they understand more, they have gone through more of the experiences already, they got more knowledge, they got so much more power, you know, they are committed to their lives, you know. So yeah, these are the people that I wanted to connect with, you know, just kind of entrepreneurs who already know what they want out of their life, you know.
Got it. So just to give a little kind of background, right? So the 10X conference had probably about like 6 different price points, from general admission to, you know, VIP premier. And I experienced the same thing, right? Like I had an executive level ticket, which was the highest level ticket before being on the floor with like the VIP and the premier and the speakers for the first day. And then the second and third day I was on the premier level. And I found that, you know, the closer you got, you know, to the stage, the better the networking was, right? So like, did you feel like that your money was well invested in buying the higher level tickets so you could be at the higher level of networking people? Is that kind of what you're saying?
That's so important, man. It's because with money you can buy an access, the access, you know. So it's so important that you invest in higher priced, access or membership or whatever it is, you know, because you can access to more powerful people, you know. You need to prove yourself with your investment, and it's so much more important, you know, that you do things like that.
Yeah, makes sense. I agree, by the way. I totally agree. I just wanted to clarify for anybody that wasn't there. What were your major takeaways from the conference, out of the content, out of the stuff that you learned? Is there anything that you left thinking, oh, I'm going to implement this into my life or my business?
Yeah, look, the content that speakers delivered, all right, was already very familiar to me, all right, because I followed these people on YouTube for a long time. So I was not looking for that, but I was mostly looking for the experience, you know. So I was not completely satisfied with the event, all right. It didn't fulfill me completely, all right. It could be a little bit bad for me. It's just me probably, but what I took out of it was this experience of US first of all, and then next year when I will go back to this conference or any similar conference, I want to be so much better. I want to be so much more fulfilled. I want to achieve so much more, you know. I want to be already on that next level that I wanted to be this year, but I wasn't, you know. So it gave me that, you know, the motivation, the stepping stone that I really want to achieve so much more in this year, you know. So that's what I was most valuable thing for me that I got out of this conference, you know, the desire, you know, to really prove myself and bring my project to life so I can come back and be so much more professional, you know, with more achievements, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. It was your first conference in the US. You went in there, kind of an eye-opening experience, and now for the next one, and it sounds like you plan to be back next year. For the next one, you have more of a vision of, you know, who you want to be going into that thing. It's kind of what you're saying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right on, man. So, how did we meet? You know, do you remember how we met?
Yeah,
and was I helpful to you?
Of course, man. Look, it was just so randomly how we met, okay? Because I reached out to you through socials, you know, and somehow we just went for the same conference, okay? And you know, I was completely new in that environment, and you came in the first night already, so you picked me up, okay, because we agreed to networking, you know, you picked me up and you took me to the networking party, you know, so you pulled me into the environment of people, you know, which if there was not you, okay, there, that means that I would probably stay in my hotel or whatever, or maybe I would be walking on the streets doing nothing. But yeah, so you just pulled me into that environment. So I'm really glad that we met. So you know, I was able to make the most out of the, you know, my coming into the conference and the environment. Yeah.
Cool, man. I'm glad we met too, right? So to give a little background, right? So one of my tips of networking in these conferences is that there's always a Facebook group, right? Like someone's always creating a Facebook group So I always go in and give a video intro, and I'm like, hey, I want to meet people. This is what I'm trying to go after. And you reached out to me. So obviously I, responded. I found out you were from out of town. I wanted to pick you up. So I felt pretty, I was really happy that you reached out, and I'm glad that I was able to do that. And, now we have a relationship, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You see, now we can chat, we can collaborate. We can, do the interviews like this hard. Yeah, it's awesome.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
So my last question, and you kind of referenced it. I believe that the story you tell yourself really affects the way that you execute, right? And the story you tell others about yourself affects the way the world sees you. So I ask everybody, what impact did this conference have on the story you tell yourself, right? Like, did your story, what you're thinking you were capable of, what thinking you were telling yourself that you wanted to do, what you thought you could do, did that change from coming to this conference?
I'm not sure, but I'm always telling to myself strong story already. So I don't think that this conference changed this story which I'm telling to myself, but it boosted it a little bit, all right? Because look, I was there at the conference and I couldn't access to certain people that I really wanted to, okay? So the conference gave me an opportunity to boost everything that I'm saying, so I become stronger, that I become more even passionate, more open-minded, more rich, more I want to network with people more. I want to make connections. I want to grow my social media following. I want to grow myself. I mean, that's what the conference gave me, as I already told you before, It just gave me this new perspective of, there is similar people that exist, and that I need to be in this circle of environment. So I will keep telling myself the same story as I already am, and I need to... It's my big desire that I will become even more powerful, personally and socially. So... it confirmed everything that I was doing, and I was happy for that because, events are important, and I will keep telling myself the same story. I will just push harder,
I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, dude. Hey, you're a young man with big dreams and big plans, and you're already on your way, right? Like, you've gone from Slovenia to Australia to the US, back. You're coming back, right? Like, I think you're well on your way. Where can people find you? Where can people find more information about this app that you're launching for networking? Promote what you're doing a little bit before we log off here.
That's not a problem, yes. So people can search me on any channel, all right? Primoz, Lazar, all right? My first name and last name, just type it in. And mostly I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well, LinkedIn, all right? So you can search for me there. But if you want to know more about my project, it's called Premium Life. The website is called yourpremiumlife.com, all right? So there on the website I have 3 introductory videos which exactly tell the story of what the project is all about, and you can also book the discovery call there, or you can join to the webinar presentation that I'm doing about my project. So that's the way that you can reach out to me. Connect to me. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, I do amazing video clips, so watch some of my YouTube stuff or Instagram or Facebook clips, you will enjoy it, okay? So yeah.
I love it. All right, check out Primoz Lazar. I'll put in the description, I'll put all your information for people to reach out to you. Primoz, thank you for taking this time, man. I can't wait to see where you're headed and where our relationship blossoms to, man.
Thanks, Pablo, man. Appreciate it. It's awesome. Thanks.